Yes, Sirski, you are tuned in to another edition of Infinite Vibes, greatest podcast in the world. I'm Moran, the man, the richest lady in Atlanta, Georgia. DJ B-Lex is in the building with me.
Hey, what's happening?
Man, you tell me, sis, it is 2023, Jordan Millennial Year.
Oh, yeah, we doing big shit. We doing Jordan shit this year.
Jordan shit.
Yeah, like three championship. Yeah.
Flu game
type
Flu
shit.
game.
Okay, I'm with that.
But
yeah.
I think it's safe to say that we are in the presence of somebody who had an amazing 2022.
Yes.
And she is slowly on her way to being one of the ones in the Jordan Millennial Year. Please introduce yourself to our listeners, Queen.
What's up? It's your girl, Sunny the Rapper.
Sunny the Rapper that made her way to Infinite Vibe.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, I love your style. Like everything you have going on is different.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how is Sunny the Rapper feeling right now?
I'm feeling like a 10. I'm always on a 10.
You always on a 10?
It's hard to get me like on a bad day. Like, I mean, it's hard to make me have a bad day, especially when I'm working and doing what I love or anything when it comes to my music. I mean, it's just unfair for me to give y'all anything less than a 10.
That part.
What is something that could get you less than a 10? Like, is it lying? Is it like people not being real?
My girlfriend.
You got a girlfriend.
Your girlfriend, she know how to get you
If
there.
we argue, then I might not be on the 10, but we not gonna argue. That's the only person who could get me on my 10.
No, for real. Like, don't y'all hate
else, I don't care.
Is your girlfriend in the room right now? I'm just curious.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
I didn't mean
Shout out to girlfriend.
Like she's also my roommate, so she's in road manager mode right now. Let her be in road
I love
manager
that,
mode.
yes. But no, don't y'all hate when you like argue with your person, right? And you got to do some serious shit out there, and all you think about
It's
like
an argument. You can't even do what you need to do. You like, like.
It's kind of like, I don't know, being in a scenario when somebody you don't like make you laugh.
Word, like damn, I don't really like this shit, but I still got to do it.
Yeah. How long you been in a relationship?
It'll be 2 years on the 16th, actually.
Congratulations. That's dope.
So y'all about to have an amazing Valentine's Day next month.
Oh yeah. Well, we always kind of have a we do stuff all the time. We're pretty like sporadic. And then we're both in the entertainment industry because she's my road manager, but she's also an actual manager to artist Peso. So she's constantly on go, I'm on go. So we randomly do stuff, randomly get Airbnbs, randomly go to hotel. Like we just randomly having Valentine's Day a lot.
So y'all spontaneous.
We're spontaneous. We have to be because we both have crazy schedules.
That's
so it's
amazing.
like it has to be like that.
What's your sign?
I'm a Libra. She's a Leo.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right. Yeah.
Emotional ass Libras.
Woo.
My little brother Libra, so I know.
think we're bipolar.
Very.
I'm starting to think I'm bipolar sometimes.
You have to realize it like, I'm tripping.
Because I can go from happy to so quick. It's crazy sometimes. I be laughing at myself.
Pluto is a Libra?
Yeah, Pluto Libra.
What? I did not know that.
Yeah, he a Libra.
But y'all are so sweet. That's what I can say. Like, Libras are hella sweet. It's just,
Y'all are bipolar with a purpose. It's like, I don't know.
Thank you.
Like,
it's a purpose to the bipolar.
Yeah,
it's
like,
not just random.
It's very, I don't know. Somebody could say, go wash the dishes. The dishes need to be washed.
Yeah.
I'm going to wash them whenever.
Right.
It's all good. It's
No,
all
God.
Not y'all tried to read me.
Hey,
Yeah,
you want to
I just want to get to know you. This your first time. You know what I'm saying?
know.
And you went to A with it. So
I
how
am.
you receiving that love?
I
being
love
in
the A. Last time I came here was nothing but like awesome love, like to the point I've been excited to come back. So I'm mad it took a whole year, but greatness takes time. So
Right.
everything's still happening for a reason. But coming back now, having shows, having hostings, having even more interviews, along with making more connections than the last one. So I think that so far it's only day one. So
That's dope. Shout out to Gambino.
Shout out to Gambino.
Making it
Shout out to
happen.
Gambino, making it happen.
For
definitely.
sure. So, I actually came across you last year. One of your clips, I think you were at a show that was like going crazy. You were all surprised that all the people like knew the song.
Knew the words?
Yeah, words for words. So, you've clearly been doing this for a minute, right? So talk to us about like what made you want to do this.
Well, since I was young, I've always had a connection to music. It was always my outsource. I'm the only child, so I went to music and writing, like poetry and just writing in general. That was always my outlet, expressive outlet, I guess you can say. So me and my best friends from high school, we started a group, and from there, the group evolved to two different members from what it originally started with. And then we was signed to Matthew Knows, which gave me a beautiful opportunity to go through artist development and just learn a lot about the industry. You know, we was signed to him.
Is it like
he to go?
Is it like a ritual for all pretty girls from Texas to somehow, some way get signed to Matthew Knows?
Man,
funny for that one. I'm done.
Honestly, I didn't think that was the route I didn't even think that was happening. That the whole situation was, you know, very random, but I also, now that I look back on it, it really kind of wasn't. I mean, it was random, but it wasn't, because I feel like we were at a point already, because before we even signed to him, we had been a group for 4 years.
Okay.
You know, but we still didn't know a lot, you know, because we were so young. So but we was making noise in the city, you know, so it was still like we got some progression, and so, but we knew we needed a manager or somebody to help us get to the next level. So when the whole situation with Matthew came about, although it was a lot of, you know, negative press around him, we still felt like it would be a good opportunity for us.
How did he discover you guys?
We were performing at a showcase that one of the lady who was helping us, or she was kind of representing us until we got an actual manager, she had told us about the showcase, and she was like, y'all should just go do it, because they just give you feedback on what you could do better, you know. So we went, and he just so happened to come in, like, because it was on his property that he owned, but he wasn't a part of the showcase.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
But he was renting out the building.
Right.
So he just popped in to see what was going on. And then he saw us perform, and he was very intrigued, to the point where he asked the people to ask us to come back.
Okay.
So they hit us up and they asked us to come back. And so we came back and we performed again. And we did like a live a cappella for him, because he wanted to really hear if the singer was singing, if we were really rapping. He thought we were singing with her and doing background vocals, but we were just cheating and making it look cute, because, you know, that's what you do. So we were like lip singing her vocals in the back.
Wow.
But we rapped, she sung.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
improvise.
You know, but so he got to hear us, and he just really kind of like, from there, it was just like, I think I want to come out of retirement and manage another girl group. And we was the ones that he wanted to take. So he kind of took us under our wing from there. We went ahead. We waited a second before we signed the deal. Then we signed it. And
y'all signed a management deal or like a...
Well, this is what... Don't do this.
Lesson number one.
Okay.
We signed a management deal and a label deal with him. So he was our manager and the label, which is so not good for the artist, because he
Conflict
made
of interest.
all the decisions, and it was never all the way in our favor, and we didn't have nobody
to have y'all back.
Right.
Like solely that was for y'all. Like,
we didn't have that, and we didn't understand that until we was out of that contract anyway. Like,
Wow,
it was a learning lesson, you know what I mean? But for what it was around that time, it clearly helped, you know? So we did that, and we was signed to him, like I said, for 4 years, and we went through artist development for 2, and then the last 2, we just did a lot of traveling and pushing, and, you know, it was a great experience. Things don't always, you know, happen the way you want them to happen, but they happen the way they need to happen, you know? Right. And I feel like if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be here as solo as singing a rapper, because, you know, it would have went a different route. So I think that everything, like I said, happens for a reason.
So did the group not work out, or is like the situation with Matthew didn't work out?
We decided to leave the situation with Matthew.
Okay.
It was just one of them situations where you in a girl group, you have to always
here we go.
keep everyone's feelings priority. So if one person is uncomfortable or 2 is uncomfortable, then it comes down to, okay, so are we a bond, and are we strong as a group enough without him? Like, are we going to do that without him, or does it, you know what I'm saying? Or like, what is the goal here? So we all knew that no matter what, we wanted to, at that time, be a group with or without him.
That was a real
So it was a decision that we had to make, because, you know, they weren't comfortable.
Right.
Either way go. Like, so it was a kind of just a cloud over us when it came to him. He was doing a lot of things to people, rubbing a lot of people wrong. And it was kind of like we were at a glass ceiling. And it's like, thank you. Appreciate everything you've done for us.
Gotta move on.
That's kind of like, I'm not...
We
Beyonce,
both agreed to go our separate ways.
But
Same
you know, like
his daughter.
Beyonce had to kind of like get him out that world too, so that makes
thing.
sense. Like, maybe he still has some development to do as far as being a developing person. Like, you know...
Nah, he's exactly where he needs to be right now, retired.
Oh, he need to be retired? Oh.
I mean,
hey.
That's exactly where he needs to be.
You gotta learn sometime though. Yeah, like, I think
it's just,
you think he learned.
I feel like life sits you down. Life set him down.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Sometimes
life sits you down.
Life does. That's a bar. That's a bar. Life does.
I'm just saying, what men then 1% men get breast cancer. He was that 1%.
What? That happened for real?
He got breast cancer and had to sit down.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh, that's what. Oh, wow.
But I feel like it just helped, like, it helped
it
helps us this happened after is what I'm just saying. Like, I just feel like in life you be moving fast and doing things and like,
doing too much.
That's just what it is.
Sorry about that though, because anybody experiencing cancer right now, we all don't have family members. I don't wish that on nobody.
No, my mom had breast cancer.
You feel me? So
I understand. Like, that's a crazy process. And even my mama said when she got it, what is the God trying to send me? Let me know. Like, let me refigure my life out real quick.
It's really a sit your ass down moment, I think. Sit your ass down, because I think people that get it, they be all over the place. Like, what I'm learning when I see people, because a lot of women in my that I know, they got breast cancer. They just always hustling, working.
Man, that's my mama her whole life, stressing, and then she just didn't want to, with her situation, she didn't want to go and get it checked out. She had kind of been knowing and feeling about it for some years. It's just a scary thing,
Yeah, that's tough to face.
You just go your whole life, and then you got to kind of sit down and worry about your health.
Yeah.
And then it's going to either stop you for a second, put you down for a second. But I was just blessed and happy that everything worked out the way, because it scared the living mess out of me when we went through that. But we got out of it.
Yeah.
I know. That's a blessing.
Yeah.
Big blessing.
Shout out to moms for that.
For sure. Talk to us about your sense of style, because your fashion is very, you look like if you rob somebody in this outfit, you will go to jail. If you broke the law wearing this, you definitely stand out. You definitely will get caught.
That's why I don't think I'll be worried about breaking the law.
They'll pick you out easy.
Absolutely.
Like, there she go.
Yeah, it was her.
Yeah.
I would say my sense of style is just it's a mood, because I don't think I have one particular style. And I think that I do see, there are a lot of female artists who I feel like they kind of stick with one thing. And I feel like with me, I personally don't really care to do that or really like to do that, because I feel like I be in different moods, and different moods require different fits, hair, all of that for me. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm in grind mode, I'm in braids. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm trying to do what I need to do, grind mode, I don't care. I'm in braids. You know what I mean? When I want shoes, sometimes I want long hair. Like, I like performing with some hair. I need to whip. You know what I mean? Like, it's just certain moves for certain things. And I feel like that's when it comes with me, and even with my fits. You know what I mean? I have my times where I'm feeling real bad bitchy, and I'm just, everything sexy. And then I got times where I feel a little tomboyish, or I'm more on the fit side. I'm wearing workout clothes everywhere all the time. Like, you know what I mean? It just be depending with me. But as an artist in general, I'm always walk in a room and you gonna know I'm an artist.
That part.
And that was something I learned during artist development under Matthew. Like, there's no way that when someone walks in a room, they shouldn't automatically attract to you. They want, like, you should give off I'm a creative. You should get off I'm an artist. You should give off that. You know what I mean? And I learned that. And
that's
when
good advice.
Because I do think you can't blend in,
right? Because some artists, I think, do be too chill for their personality to where they think that's okay. Yeah. But you have to demand the attention of the room when you're an artist, because you're still on your way up, and you definitely. So that makes sense. Yeah,
definitely. I definitely. So I feel like that's when it comes to me and my style. Like, I don't. I'm not going to pick up the thing that everybody else is going to pick up. I could wear something that exactly somebody else wear, but I'm going to wear it differently. You know what I mean? Like, or I'm going to always put my touch to it. I just feel like as an artist, that's just something you should always do. But
no, that's fact.
I feel like my style is just expressive. So it depends on what my mood is.
Yeah.
I like that. Now, with your transition with you coming from a management deal and label deal with Matthew, like, what are the challenges that you face? Because, like, you becoming your own person, it gotta be some, damn, I ain't know I had to do this. I gotta do this. It's different things that you're experiencing. Can you talk about some things that you had to go through challenges wise?
I feel like my number one challenge as an independent artist is definitely always gonna be finances, and just making sure that you're investing your money in the right things and what's really gonna help you. And then, like, flipping your money and making sure that you get to the point where, you are making some type of money from your craft, or you're having some type of value, putting a price on yourself. I didn't realize how important that was at first, but when you start seeing yourself a value, everyone around you will start seeing yourself a value. And I think a lot of artists, we kind of undergo that in the beginning. We don't be feeling like our time is worth something, so we kind of do a lot of things for free when it's not fair at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying everybody out here should, immediately be getting paid for stuff, but there are a lot of artists, and I was one of them at one point who kind of undersold themselves, and if I'm bringing out people and I'm bringing this out, like, I deserve to get paid. I'm spending $300 on the outfit. I'm getting my hair. I'm getting my nails. People don't look at it like that. You know what I mean?
Small
like how much money we put into it,
business,
but you got to build your brand and you got to build your audience to get to that point. But I feel like it also takes money. So that's why it always comes back down to that, where your finances have to be in a certain place so that you can invest in yourself. And even if it's the small things here and there, but it matters, and you have to know where to invest it. Right. You know what I mean?
That part.
So
me and Moran talk about that all the time.
That's definitely important.
Yeah.
And that's definitely key. And I think that's definitely always a seesaw balance when it comes to me as an artist, because it's so important. The image is so important, but the back end is even more important. But you have to have a balance. Have to keep people intrigued. Everybody want to know what my next look is. I get people DMing me like, I can't wait to see what your next look's gonna be, what your next hairstyle's gonna be like.
That's lit.
I gotta keep that up. Right. I didn't put out an expectation.
That's your brand,
what I mean?
right.
That's my brand, right? So, but now I gotta make sure on the back end that I'm putting money into this, and this, and this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a constant seesaw of a balance as an independent artist.
But aren't you excited that now content, you can get paid for that?
Yes, you can, if you don't show as much skin as I do sometimes, which is hard for me on that end because they be blocking me.
Yeah.
What you mean? Like with
my reels and stuff, like I was getting paid and then they was like, snatched it all back, like, no, adult content. I'm like,
so it gotta be like family friendly,
I guess.
Wow. That's something new. I didn't know that.
I don't know. That's what they do to me on my Instagram.
So they just hated on you, basically.
Man,
I feel like they be hating.
But a lot of people say once you get past a certain the money threshold, anyway, they be tripping. Like they start making everything very sensitive. Like I know people with bigger accounts who told me that, and they don't even do the stuff that I'm doing. They like, man, it's BS. So I don't know. I just feel like what really gets you the money is those deals and brands and partnerships. Right. Once the following grows and gets bigger,
correct.
Those companies, not actual Instagram.
Exactly.
They not with them.
It's the exposure from all of that, like you said. I agree with you on that.
What was your childhood like? Because you from Texas, and Texas has y'all just have a deep lineage of just artists, culture. So many people that just came out of the state alone. But when it comes to your fashion sense, were you like that child that was an eyeball? Did you get made fun of?
I'm a late bloomer, and I'm gonna tell people this because fashion was not on the forefront of my mind until I probably graduated high school. Okay. Then I started getting my fashion sense, and I was like, which is not, so I literally just figured this out in my life. As I became I've been a solo artist for a year and a half. So when I became a solo artist, everything just kind of skyrocketed. My brand, my image, everything upped itself because I was able to just solely invest into myself. I didn't have to worry about nobody else. Right. So when you can just solely invest into yourself, you can get the best. I want the best. I want the best quality, the best content, the best image. And then I started putting that out. That started attracting back to me. That's how I got, hair. Somebody do my hair. Somebody do my nails now because they seen what I was already bringing to the table. So I just feel like with that, dang, I forgot what the first question was or where I was going with
okay.
it.
We were talking about your fashion sense.
Yes, okay. So that's where my fashion sense started coming from, the childhood. There we go. Yeah, so it came later.
Tease,
you know what I'm saying? I was very much so teased because my mama didn't let me wear tight clothes.
Oh, wow.
So I wore a lot of loose jeans and I wore a lot of t-shirts to school every day. And then when I started playing sports, I wore basketball shorts, slides, and a hoodie damn near every day to school. That was me all the time. I was a sports girl. I didn't care. I didn't care about what people. I didn't care. My best friend, she was the girly girl. She was already had her nails and hair and all of that stuff done. I was looking at her like, I didn't know nothing about none of that yet. My mom, she very traditional, very old school. I have an older mom, so I just grew up I wasn't even allowed to shave my legs until I was 17. My mama got mad. She found out, like,
was that a strict
That's a
household?
traditional thing.
I don't know. She kept she got so mad at me when she found out I did it on my own. But by that time, I'm like, Ma, like, I want this hair off my leg.
That's
like, what is the issue?
Or maybe she just wanted you to talk to her
No,
first.
she just felt like I should just be worried about being a kid. But it was like, as soon as you start shaving, you have to keep doing it. Now this is something you're gonna have to keep up with. That's kind of like where she was at with it, you know. And I get it, but nowadays it's like, nah, mama.
No, it do make sense because if you are interested in growing and developing at a higher speed than what your body is, like mentally, we be trying to do grown up ass shit.
Yeah,
so I understand where they could go because shaving means you finna shave your vagina.
Yeah, pretty much.
So why you shaving your vagina?
That's what she started thinking about.
Oh, you trying to have sex?
I mean, so that makes sense. All the domino effect.
Oh,
this shit from shaving your legs.
Well, I would do. So I guess
because dudes don't have to worry about stuff like that, but it's like different.
Yeah. So I didn't understand then, but I understand it a little. I'm a little older now, so I'm like, okay, I kind of get where she's coming, like where my mom's coming from. But like back then, I hated it. I used to kind of try to hide everything like from my mama because she just didn't want me to grow up fast. And
you know when you hooping. They looking at your legs and shit.
Exactly. Like I used to be like at the games, like, man, like my legs hairy. Like, and that's probably why I ain't gonna lie, I kind of let my legs still get a little hairy sometimes. Probably because I wasn't that person ready to, I wasn't that girl always shaving her legs growing up. Like, I was
that really makes sense.
I really wasn't, I swear. Now I only do it when I know I gotta go somewhere or my legs about to be out.
That's hilarious. Well,
just
that's
a little hair. It ain't.
I mean, I don't know. Shout out to your mom. I guess she was trying to look out for your best interests. I guess.
That's all. That's it.
You ain't getting no trouble. You got kids?
No.
See, I mean,
right. I guess she did pretty well.
She did good.
How did she take to the music? Like, how did
she was my number one fan.
That's what's up.
Those are my words, word for word. Like she don't
dirty stuff too.
The dirty stuff too. My aunties be telling me, y'all mama be walking around here singing your words. We be like, you don't know the edited version. Like, we're like, my mama don't care. I mean, I think that she just wants me to succeed. She saw me do this since I was young, so she's not foreign to it. For a long time, it was a hobby. It was the talent show. Y'all going to that talent show? Mama, I be taking my mama car. We be going to different shows around the city. Right. I'll be out till 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. She'll be, as soon as I'm coming in, heading out to go to work. Like she always just did whatever she could do to make sure she was there for me. But I think now more than ever, since I've been a solo artist, it's been really heavy on her and important, and how she really just wants to help and be there, because she just like, I'm glad I've been telling you, mama, you know how mama, she's like, I've been telling you could do this by yourself. And she just was on that. So now that I'm doing this, she just want to be firsthand. She want to know everything. She want to be in the loop.
I love a mama that help, because it's hard out here as a creative to do what you need to do. And what I did recognize about you is that you have a full team. Like you're not doing it by yourself, which is great and amazing, and because I
couldn't do it without them.
People want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, coming up, people be wanting a team, and you already have that. So definitely keep that shit going. Talk about how you got into your team as an individual by yourself. Like, how did you gravitate?
Well, it started actually with my business rep, who, like, she's still an artist, but she's pausing from that because she really wanted to do the management end of things. And she came to me actually right before before I became a solo artist, and she wanted to get into the business web. So once I became a solo artist, she came with me and was like, I still want to help you. I want to, get things together. And then with my girlfriend, her becoming my road manager, my day to day, it kind of fell in line just because she couldn't help but be hands-on with my career, because she wants to see me win. She loved me so much. So her dealing with the day-to-day kind of helped, because now my head manager, who became my head manager like about July, August of last year, he travels a lot. He's from the Bay, but he travels a lot. So her being with me on the day-to-day kind of helps and kind of makes sense to be on the road with me. Right. He flies in and out. She handles the back end of the business. Right.
Beautiful.
And then everything just works like that.
That is amazing. That is so good. Yeah.
That's hard. Now, I seem like you really just got all your ducks in a row.
Oh, that's what we doing. That's what we keeping going. I feel like as long as we keep that going, everything will attach itself and it's gonna make sense. So I'm blessed that we finally, gotten our Tetris thing together to figure out how we work, I guess, because it's hard dealing with, we all got different lives and schedules.
Facts.
And but the number one thing I would say with artists is just to make sure that like whoever you have in your corner just really want to see you win and succeed. And I feel like I know that for a fact with all three of them. Like they all want to see me win. They all want to see me succeed. There's no alternative motives or anything going on. So it's like it just works.
And I love how comfortable you are in your skin. Like, how did you get so comfortable with your sexuality and not giving a fuck about what people think and just putting it out there? Because just for people coming up, they might be nervous and want to act like, because there's a lot of women that act like they're straight, but behind closed doors they're not.
Right.
But they want to keep up their image because sex sells, right? You know what I'm saying? So when we know that's what they want to see. So how do you be like, nah, I got a girlfriend. Like, this is
she gave a fuck.
I got a girlfriend, period.
I'm an honest person, so naturally I just bring things up. You know, when you love and care about, you just naturally bring them up. So like the whole having a girlfriend thing wasn't really hard for me once that, but in general, I'm not gonna lie, it was not easy in the beginning.
Right.
Cause since I've been doing music, while I've done music, I've transitioned from once dating men to now dating women.
Right.
While all that time still doing music. So it was when I transitioned, I was in a group and we were signed to Matthew, and he found out. And when he found out, he thought it was just like the greatest thing ever, because he was like, this is the greatest marketing scheme, because now we have the broader audience, the LGBTQI community.
Everybody
like, you know, like he was
money,
excited. He was just
money.
like, so they low-key kind of started making it a marketing and kind of pushing me forward to talk about it.
That's good. Okay.
So we started doing all of these gay events. I mean, literally, like around the world, we were doing gay events, and I was the forefront.
Like this,
I had to talk about it.
So
I
you're the gay one.
You know what I'm
Like
saying? So it was like, why are y'all here? Oh yeah, okay. So the rapper of the group was the gay one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like it helped me naturally just become easier talking about it, because I knew that I was gonna be the one to ask. It was gonna be me that was gonna be on the hot seat when it came to it, because you know. That's just how it was set up. And I wasn't, you know, like it wasn't a bad thing because I was already the speaker in the group. So, you know, it was a little difficult behind closed doors with my mom, because my mom was that one who didn't want me to put it out there. She didn't want everybody to know. She don't want really nobody in my, if it was up to her, the world would know nothing about me but the music. That's how she feels. She feel like it should just be the music, and that's it. But I told her, like, you know, I try to explain to her how important it is for people to see your personality, know things about you, be vulnerable with your audience. Yeah. Because it's key nowadays. People nowadays in music fall in love with the person, versus when she came up, they fell in love with the music.
Right. Which Beyonce does very well about that, because we don't know all her personal business. Right. But now
we know enough.
We know enough.
So, you know,
we know the elevator.
Keep us.
We know the elevator situation, but like we don't know her day to day, because she grew up in that. She came
era.
In that, your mama era, where it was like music. But now you got a personality. You gotta be somebody. You gotta, you know, give back and all that. So that's what's up, though.
Yep. So,
talk to us about your name, though. Sunny the rap, like Sunny. Like, did that describe like what's the
Sunny?
Yeah, Sunny.
Yeah. So Sunny came about because when I would always walk in the room, everybody would say my smile was like a big ray of sunshine. Yeah. So back in the day, they used to really just say Sunshine, and then when we was all thinking about rap names. We were all thinking about rap names, and I was just like, it's so funny because this was not the very first name that I chose, but it definitely don't even want to talk about the very first name that I chose, but it was like the first name I chose, I was only that name for like a month, and I was like, yeah, I can't do this. But nowadays, I ain't gonna lie, it probably would fit in right now.
What was it? We just curious.
I want to know, right?
What was it?
So I was gonna be called Naya Falls, but it was short for Niagara Falls.
Yeah, Naya probably would have failed. Yeah. Nah, Sunny
Y'all the first person I'm talking about something. Oh my God.
Nah, Sunny the rapper's better.
That is so embarrassing.
Nah, I'm not listening.
As a rapper, Sunny the rapper is best.
Oh my God.
So
now that's an R&B shit.
God.
I feel like Naya Fall, like that's some.
Like, what was I thinking about? Anyway, I was a child. Anyway,
It's hilarious.
That's okay. Don't
Can you sing, or you just only rap?
no, I rap, but it was just like, I don't know what the fuck I thought. I loved Alicia Keys. I loved it. And then it was the metaphor to Niagara Falls, which was like the waterfall. And it was like you can even go nasty with it, or you can go metaphorical with it. It was just like so many different things in my head I was thinking about around that time when it came to the name. But anyway, Sunny the rapper was right. It was just like so many different ways you can go with it. But Sunny came off of my smile, and then My real name, actually, my mom, she had like renamed me after this. Her nurse, who is Arabic, and it means peaceful one under the sun. So it was like, oh look, all goes together, sunny, sunshine. So
that's what's up.
I was Sunny for the longest, and then when I became a solo artist, I feel like I needed something to stamp me, and something that, you know, like it was just like a brand when I walked in, you know. So that's when I added the rapper on there.
That makes sense. And how, like, cause you were a female in the game as a rapper, female rapper. Like, do you feel like today's, we know female rappers are killing it. Do you feel like they're uniting though at a good rate? Like, do you feel like people reaching out and supporting you as a female rapper, another female rapper? Like, are you getting that love?
I definitely get a lot of love from other female rappers. Even if it's just, cause you know, people show love in different ways. To me, it doesn't always have to be shown in the same light. You know, sometimes people don't even realize like a follow and a like is like a lot for some people.
Right. Right.
So when you get a person who, you know, like the bigger artists who even follow you and like your content, they might not always like comment under everything, but they're seeing it, they're still showing you love because they're showing you their time. So I try to look at everything as half cup full instead of empty, you know what I'm saying? And then I got people who really, really know how to express their love, who repost my stuff or who comment. And then I have people who really fuck with me and pull up. I think it's just different levels, and that's how I look at it. You know what I mean? So I think that it's still hard for a lot of artists to just go real hard for another artist. Because with females, we get compared to one another so much. I think that females be afraid of the next person gonna pass them up. Yeah. So they don't want to get too close to that person. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm just curious because you said what you said. Did you see what Hitmaker said about females that be rapping?
What did he say?
He said something to the effect of, there are too many women out here talking about their vagina and not really
okay, I remember.
I saw somebody that really is rapping. How do you feel about that? Do you agree?
I feel like all niggas rap about the same shit. Guns, bitches, and
they go both ways.
Same thing. I feel like I don't really know that many dudes who rapping about anything different. So I don't know what they mean or expect differently from women. Yeah. Like I get it, but there are still a lot of different type of women rappers out there. Y'all are just highlighting certain ones.
Well, it's like sales. Like that's what
that's what I'm saying. So the world is highlighting certain ones. It's not that it's not out there. It's not like we're all talking about the same ones. It's just that the ones that are talking about the same things is the ones that are being highlighted. And I think that that's kind of what people don't be realizing. Like if you want to go hear something else, go do your research and find some, because there are other female artists out here who talk about other things. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
very true. Very true.
Did he say he was gonna start working with?
Yeah, he said something to the effect of he wants to find somebody. He
needs to do that. He got to be that change.
But I just was curious because you know he stirred up like it was like a real frenzy on the internet what he said.
Yeah,
right. You know? Yeah.
Because people get offended. I mean, if you're a rapper and you hear somebody be like, "Oh, they need more rappers that does this," but it's like, like this is the rap game. Like it's so many different styles and stuff like that. So it's just like, just do your part. You gotta be. Definitely. It's gonna be controversial, so that makes
always
sense.
Gonna be controversial.
Yeah,
always.
Yeah. But you can rap.
Thank you.
We saw you. You saw the freestyle.
Yeah, she can rap.
She can rap for real.
She can rap. Sunny the Rapper is dope. Sunny the Rapper's hard. Thank you so much for pulling up the Infinite Vibes.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for having me.
Clearly, you're on your way to doing some big things.
Yeah.
You know, so once you get up there, just don't forget about us. That's all.
What?
Just don't forget about us.
Come on.
You gotta do another. Like do another run.
I want to do another one.
Cool. Hey, I feel like we're gonna have a lot of these.
Yes.
That part.
We have a lot of these. So in closing, one thing about Infinite Vibes, we always like to ask our guests to provide positive words of affirmation. So what is some advice that Sunny the Rapper can provide to anybody that's on their way trying to get like her?
Advice. Sounds cliche, but the one thing I'm gonna say is consistency. Don't stop. Life might always sway you left, sway you right, but if it's deep down inside what you want to do, if it's your passion, if don't nobody gotta make you do it, if you wake up every day and that's what you want to do, then keep working towards that goal. Keep sowing that seed. It has no other thing but to do but grow. Now, consistency.
Great advice.
Great advice. Please give our listeners your social media. Let them know how to get in contact with you. All that in that song, Queen.
All right. So pretty easy. One-stop shop. All you got to do is remember my name. SUNNITHARAPPER. That is my Instagram. That's how you find my music. www.sunnitharapper.com is my website. Has everything on there. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you follow me on Spotify. And make sure you go check out my YouTube.
Check that out.
Sarsky, Infinite Vibes, Sunny the Rappers in the building. Shouting y'all whole way. It's up.